Kool TV proudly presents the 63rd District Baseball Tournament live from Rams Stadium in Raceland, Kentucky. Now let's go to the field and pregame coverage of the 2025 63rd District Baseball Tournament live on Kool TV.
And a pleasant good evening to those just joining us. For those who have returned, welcome back as we get you set for game number 2 of the 63rd District Baseball Tournament here at the campus of Raceland Worthington High School and Rams Stadium. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here tonight. Winner of this game moves on to play Raceland, who dispatched Lewis County this evening 16-1 in 4 innings. Number 2 versus number 3, Russell, your home team. Both teams finished at 3-3 in the regular season, and it was Russell that got the second seed due to the RPI, as both teams finished at 3-3 in 63rd District play. Russell was at 18-12 on the regular season. Greenup County finished up at 15-17. And here tonight, the rubber match, as these two teams had the rubber match, or the game split through the regular season. We'll step out for a break. We'll come back and take a look at our starting lineups and get you ready for first pitch. That's when we continue our coverage here on Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Sprinkles! Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. For over a century, KCU has been transforming the hearts and minds of students through a Christ-centered academic community that is both academically rigorous and intimately personal. Begin the journey to the career of your dreams today at kcu.edu.
Back here at Raceland as we get you set for game number 2 of the opening day of the 63rd District Tournament. Winner of this game plays Raceland tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. You can catch all that action right here on Kool TV. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. We'll start first with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Greenup County Musketeers under head coach Steve Logan. It'll look like this. Leading things off and playing shortstop is Sawyer Hatfield. Batting second and playing second base, Ty Logan. Batting third in left field, Kyler Robinson. The cleanup hitter is the pitcher, Gavin Roy. Batting fifth and catching, Luke Boggs. Batting sixth in center field, Gage Lamarck. Batting seventh as a designated hitter is Brody Howard. He'll hit for the right fielder, Tyler Johnson. Batting eighth at first base, Cam Underwood. And batting ninth and playing third base is Colin Alexander. Hatfield, Logan, Robinson, Roy, Boggs, Lamarck, Howard, Underwood, and Alexander. Now let's take a look at the starting lineup for Tim Rice's Russell Red Devils. Leading things off in pitching is Kyle Mokas. Batting second and playing shortstop is Elijah Hankins. Batting third at first base is Hayden McGuire. The cleanup hitter is the catcher, Jared Witt. Batting fifth and playing third base, Jacob Tolliver. Batting sixth as the designated hitter is Dawson Wada. He'll hit for the right fielder of Caden Criswell. Batting seventh in left field, Keona Encheta. Batting eighth at second base, Gunnar Hignite. And batting ninth in center field is Grayson Kaiser. Mokas, Hankins, McGuire, Witt, Tolliver, Wada, Encheta, Hignite, and Kaiser. We'll step out for a break. We come back. We'll be ready for first pitch as Russell's wrapping things up on their infield. as winner of this game moves on to the championship tomorrow night. We get our first pitch when we return after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter. Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmondpharmacy.com. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osmond Pharmacy and Grill today. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Since 1932, we've been a proud part of Kentucky, dedicated to serving our members with integrity, respect, and a commitment to excellence. We believe that by working together, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for retirement, or starting your own business, we're here to help you every step of the way. So stop wishing and start doing. And let's build a financially successful future together. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
I'm Shane Wallingford. I'm President and CEO of JSB Industrial Solutions. JSB Industrial Solutions is a manufacturer of many products. We took a shotgun approach to our business. We take each project individually and break it down into the smallest bits, communicate effectively, and move forward. Our vision is basically to make your problem our successful business.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every Epic Stuffed Crust with a whole lot of flavor. And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuff into our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone Epic Stuffed Crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb ricotta and mozzarella. Because no one stuffs a crust like Papa John's.
Tim. Back here at Raceland. Tim Rice trying to do some pop-ups to his catcher, and he failed on both of them. So we are about ready to get game number 2 underway between Russell and Greenup County, with the winner moving on to play in the championship game tomorrow night against Raceland at 6 o'clock. We'll be with you beginning at 5:50 right here on Kool TV. First time with us on the channel, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. Hit that bell each time we put out new material. We will alert you to your mobile device. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. or actually our defensive alignments. We've already done the starting alignments. Let's get our defensive alignments. So we'll first start with the Russell Red Devils. It'll look like this. Left to right is Anchetta, Kaiser, and Criswell. Third to first, Tolliver, Hankins, Hignight, and McGuire. Jared Witt behind the dish. And Kyle Mokas will be on the bump. Let's take a look at the bracket. As again, Raceland the 1 seed, defeating Lewis County 16-1. Sorry, we have a giant yellow jacket that just came into the broadcast tent with it. I'm sitting here dancing with this thing. Russell and Greenup County on the bottom half of the bracket. Again, Russell and Greenup at 3-3 in district play, and they will have a rubber match game here tonight that will decide the winner of the two for the regular season matchups, and then winners will play tomorrow night into the championship. 16th region tournament will get going sometime next week. We just don't know when yet. The regional tournament meeting is going to be on Thursday, and then they will set the dates of when that is going to be. Prototypical, it's Memorial Day, which will be Monday, then Tuesday, Wednesday. But again, we are looking at some potential weather rolling in throughout, and some graduations next week because of where we missed a lot of school this year. So, you know, there's some elements in there that's got to make this stuff a little bit more fluid for next week. And again, it may stay the prototypical of what it is all year, but we'll see. But as soon as we find out that, we'll get the bracket out for you, and we'll have all those games from Boyd County High School. So a very familiar face that we haven't seen in quite some time is going to be on the bases tonight as our umpire. Let's see if we can get a shot in there. There he is right there, standing right next to Johnny Baseball, Dave Anderson. Welcome back, my good friend. Dave has been battling cancer and has been doing it diligently and has just been a warrior through this entire thing. But he got to call some games last week. And get a chance to work here this week, so great to see him back. He'll be on the field with Tony Stapleton. Jeff Atkins is going to have the call behind the dish tonight, but great to see Davey back. His goal was to get back into baseball season, and everything was rolling well, and then he hit, when he got into his second round of treatment, he hit a stumbling point and had to back up. And then he started doing middle school volleyball just to get something going. And they had a golf scramble for him this past weekend, and it was a great turnout. They raised a ton of money. It was some phenomenal fellowship and camaraderie of everybody that came out to support Davey. But I talked with him out there, and he said I'm going to get to do some baseball and some softball. And I'm glad to see him back. And it was not this past weekend; it was the weekend before. Tate are running together, but great to see. But great to see Davey back out here. It's a welcome addition to see him back out on the field. I know he's excited to be out here as well. It's your first time with us on the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. Hit that bell. Each time we put out new material, we'll update you directly to your mobile device. We'll get our starting lineups being announced, and then we are ready for some baseball here on his been a beautiful day. It was been nice and warm. We were at 77 in the first game. We're at a 76. But here's where we are. We are already in a flood watch tomorrow. So looking ahead at the rain chances tomorrow, when we go into the noon hour, we go into a flood watch with storms potential at noon, 2, and then again at 8 through 10. So, you know, depending on how the window lines up, it's almost one of those deals to where you think about, hey, could we start this thing at 5:30 tomorrow night and be able to get it in before that last stuff rolls through? We'll have to look at it and see. But, again, we'll keep you up to date with any changes that there could be. But we are settled in and ready to go here for the final game of day number 1 of the 63rd District Tournament. All right, let's take a look at the man on the bump as he'll go after Sawyer Hatfield, Ty Logan, and Kyler Robinson, the three Musketeers to go first. And it'll be the senior right-hander of Kyle Mokas. Mokas making his 11th appearance on the season. He's a 6-2 record with a 1.67 ERA. 50 and a third innings of work, 33 hits, 58 strikeouts, 15 walks. He's given up 20 runs, 12 of those have been earned. So Mokas worked in the first game. That was a 10-2 loss. He went 4 and a third innings, 4 hits, 4 runs all earned, struck out 5, walked 3. That was in game number 2. They won the first game 5-3, or excuse me, 5-2. I got my sheets backward here. So beautiful evening for baseball, and happy to have everybody with us here this evening as we get you set for the final game here in the opening round and then into the championship tomorrow night. Again, the big thing about tomorrow night is that you get into tomorrow night and the safety net goes away. You don't have a safety net tonight. Safety net comes back. So that's the big thing that you've got to worry about is just that elimination game. Playing through those nerves and everything that you've got to do to get to that point. So again, Russell is your home team tonight, and we're about ready to get things rolling. As Sawyer Hatfield will lead things off for the Musketeers, a .263 hitter. 26 hits, 8 driven in, 14 walks, 4 doubles. Russell closed the season off with a 10-5 loss to Rowan County. Greenup County's final game of the regular season, a 14-3 loss on Thursday to Jackson, Ohio. So both teams trying to snap a loss in the final game, and a win here will take you into the championship. As we go to the United Rentals tower cam for first pitch for Mr. Mokas. And this one's flared over to the first base side and out of play, and this ball game is underway. 7:45 first pitch. Beautiful sun-filled skies, 76 degrees. Just a very slight breeze here at the ballpark. The 0-1. Hard hit ball into center, and that one's in there for a base hit. So Hatfield turns that one right around, and a good start for the Musketeers here in the first inning. A very familiar name missing from the lineup for the Musketeers tonight as Casey Gammon is out due to an injury that he suffered last week. Was hoping to try to get a chance to come back, just could not do so. So that's a big subtraction out of your pitching rotation for the Musketeers as well as your starting shortstop. So now Ty Logan steps in. Hatfield a healthy lead over at first base. This was a little bleeder down the line over at third base. That's a fair ball. Hatfield's going to come to third base. He'll slide in safely, and the Musketeers have things rolling here in the first. Just a little bleeder over top of the third baseman's head into shallow left field. Hatfield was moving on the play, and then Logan moves up on the throw. So 2 in scoring position for the Musketeers, and Kyler Robinson steps in. A .341 hitter, 15 hits, 7 driven in. 19 walks on the season. So a good start for the Musketeers here in the visiting first inning. Now Moke is going to have to pitch himself out of a jam. He's going to work from the windup with runners at second and third. Now the right-hander steps off and resets. This one's chopped foul over on the first base side, 0-1. Softball action going on. Raceland leading Russell 2-0. Greenup County victorious over Lewis County earlier this evening in run rule fashion. We'll check in on those games, in that game in just a little bit with some live look-ins. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. We could use a strikeout in the worst way right here. Crew this evening, Trey Collier, executive producer, our camera operator on the field level, Mr. Philip Roark. Robinson awaits the 0-2. Mocha's a long stare into Witt. Slings that to the outside corner, and a dagger from Jeff Atkins rings up Mr. Robinson for the first out here in the first. And now the pitcher for the Musketeers, Gavin Roy, steps in. They just keep rolling out left-handed hitters. Gavin Roy, a .322 hitter, 28 hits, 29 driven in, 8 doubles, 17 walks on the season. Big opportunity here with 2 on and 1 out in the first inning. Big slider down and in for a ball, 1-0. Looked like Witt got a little crossed up on that one. Good crowd on hand here this evening. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Nice location there with Mokas. It would be huge if he could dance out of this jam here in the first inning and keep that score as a 0. 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. Cubs lead the Marlins 3-2 in the top of the 5th. Reds and Pirates are even at 1 in the 4th. Red Sox lead the Mets 3-1 in the 4th up in Boston. 2-1 wide. Astros lead the race 3-0, bottom of the 3rd inning. Guardians just going with the Twins. 1-0, they lead that one. White Sox and Mariners scoreless, as are the Brewers and the Orioles, and the Tigers and Cardinals. Swing and a miss. 3-2. Mocha's really doing a great job of keeping that ball down and away to the lefties, and they're swinging right over top of it. So Mocha's back to work on a payoff pitch with 1 out and 2 on. Fouled away. Try it again. Something that is missing, if you notice, there's no cars parked along US 23. They put signs up, no parking. As it was, again, parking on the side of US 23, very dangerous. But no cars tonight. Here's another payoff pitch. Down and in. That one gets past the catcher. That's going to bring home Hatfield and make it 1-0. And now the question is, did it hit him? If it hit him, it's a dead ball and the bases are loaded. And the run has to go back to 3rd. So Jared Witt tries to go out and jump in the conversation with the umpires. Now, Witt is wearing the PitchCom system. He has the earpiece in, so he's getting the calls from the dugout. And it is a hit by pitch. And now Steve Logan's going to come down and have his conversation. So Hatfield has to return to 3rd base. Roy still reaches first. We'll get a courtesy runner for him, as Robe will come on to run. And it's going to bring to the plate the catcher, Luke Boggs. Steve Logan having a very long, fun conversation right now. I can see him smiling with Jeff Atkins. You know, Steve is one of those guys that he's never really going to get sideways, but he's always going to get his word in and have fun doing it. So the bases are juiced. Hatfield at 3rd, Logan at 2nd, Rowe running for Roy over at 1st. And in comes the catcher, Luke Boggs. Big opportunity here for Boggs to stick a crooked number on the scoreboard. Mokas would love a ground ball double play right here. You got a speedy guy in the box, though, with Boggs. To the outside corner, a cold strike. It's 0-2. This is where you got to trust your off-speed pitches. A peek over the glove by Mokas as Boggs awaits. A swing and a miss. 2 down in the inning. Second strikeout of the ball game for Kyle Mokas. And that brings in the center fielder of Gage Lamarck. So now a ball hit anywhere that's playable gets Mokas out of the jam. Mokas a 200 hitter, 14 hits on the season. Pillows covered in Musketeers. That's a dart on the outside corner, 0-1. Great look inside from the United Rentals Tower Cam. A packed house here this evening. Good crowd on both sides of the ballpark. Lamarck deep in that right-handed box as Mokas peers over top of that blue glove. A chopper back up the middle. And that one's going to sneak its way through into center field. 1 run will come in. That's all it's going to be. It's going to be a 2-out RBI single for Gage Lamarck. And Greenup County dents the scoreboard. It's 1-0. So Brody Howard comes in now. He chops this one out towards second. Hignite scoops and throws, and that'll end the inning. But the Musketeers played a run. They lead at 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the inning, number 1. When we return after this on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pop and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Bottom of the first inning, 1-0 Greenup. Mokas, Hankins, and McGuire, the 3 to go. Let's take a look at the defense for the Musketeers. Kyler Robinson, Gage Lamarck, Tyler Johnson. That's left to right, third to first. Colin Alexander, Sawyer Hatfield, Ty Logan, and Cam Underwood. Luke Boggs behind the dish, and the right-hander of Gavin Roy on the bump. Good look there at the right-hander for the Musketeers. Making his 14th appearance on the season with a 0-4 record, a 4.73 ERA. 38 and a third innings of work, 43 hits, 39 strikeouts, and 31 walks. He's given up 35 runs, 26 of those have been earned. So 3 hits, puts a run across for the Musketeers. Now let's see what the Red Devils can do in their first time through the order. Roy pitched in the 5-2 loss. He threw 2/3 of an inning, gave up 2 hits, no runs, struck out a batter, did not walk anybody, threw 21 pitches. So Russell has not seen him immensely. So Roy will get the go, and he'll start it off with the senior pitcher of Kyle Mokas, a 5.16 hitter, 48 hits, 33 driven in, 10 doubles, 26 walks. And he is chasing history for the Red Devils. And the first pitch misses high for a ball. The 1-0. Fouled off. Most of the middle third of the outfield covered in shade from the middle school. Everything else still blanketed in sunshine. That one's upstairs, 2-1. Tomorrow's not going to be that case. We are going to be mixed with cloud cover and rain. The question is how much and when. Roy has the one he likes after the head nod, the 2-1. Spikes that one into turf, and the count goes to 3 balls and a strike to the leadoff man, Mokus. Mokus, Hankins, and McGuire, the 3 to go here in the home first. 3-1 pitch upstairs, ball 4. And Mokus is aboard. So in comes Elijah Hankins, the younger brother of our Jacob Hankins. I still say they're twin brothers, just separated by about 3 years. Elijah, about a .429 hitter, 39 hits, 21 driven in, 12 walks to 6 doubles, excuse me. Mokus with good speed over at first base. Roy, a quick check of him. He'll work from the midsection. First pitch in there. Big sweeping curveball for a called strike 0-1. Mokus on the season has only attempted 8 stolen bases. He's been successful in 7 of those. Very small lead by Mokus over at first base. Hankins lifts this one down the line and right. Trying to run it down is the right fielder, and he gave it a heck of an effort, but Johnson's going to come up just shy as it falls in for a foul ball, and the count goes to 0-2. Sun starting to drift down toward Lloyd, and it is a brutal look from that first base side over to where that sun is, and it's coming back in toward the catcher's eye as well. It's going to be there for about another 25, 30 minutes. Here's the 0-2. Down and away. That one gets past the catcher, Boggs, but not far enough as Mokus hesitated. He'll remain at first base. He froze, and that's what you do. When you freeze, you go back. Raceland all over Russell in softball action, 6-0. We'll check in on that one in a live look in here in just a few moments. 1-0 Greenup here in this one. Now Hankins asking for time. When you look at that, that is Jacob in a helmet. He shaved his beard, too. That's the thing I used to give him a hard time about was I said, your younger brother has a better beard than you do. The 1-2. Breaking ball chopped foul at the plate. It was almost going to be a swinging bunt. So Hankins settles back in as count stays at 1-2. Boggs is in the right-handed or left-handed batter's box. Hankins spits on it and squirts it foul. Boggs was literally set up behind the left-handed batter's box. They were trying to work that far out. But a really good at-bat here. See Tim Rice over on the dugout at third base, occupying the home dugout after the virtue of the RPI made them the 2 seed. Roy the Paws, the 1-2. Lifted skyward in the infield. Alexander converges. It's Hatfield that'll call him off. He'll make the catch. There's one away. So the first baseman of Hayden McGuire comes in. McGuire, a .348 hitter. 32 hits, 31 driven in. Musketeers lead at 1-0. That's a fastball. USDA prime cut right down the middle. 0-1. That one's past Bongs into the backstop, and Mokus will take second base. He'll take a hefty turn out at second base. But a runner in scoring position that could even this game at 1 with an out here in the first. I'm just telling you right now, we're not going to get an hour 37 ball game in this one. If we get out of here before 10 o'clock tonight, it's going to be a miracle. These two teams are going to play nip and tuck against each other all night long. So McGuire gets time, now settles back in. And now it's Roy that's trying to wiggle out of a bit of a jam here in the home first. 1-1 breaking ball, slow rolled over towards second. Logan will gobble that one up and push it across. There's 2 down, but that moves the runner over to third. So now the catcher, Jared Witt, comes in. Witt batting .228 on the season, 18 hits, 20 driven in, 4 doubles, 15 walks. Big run standing 90 feet away for the Red Devils. Trying to even this game at 1. Jacob Tolliver in the on-deck circle would go next. That one misses down and in for a ball 1-0. Roy, a big deep breath as he takes a look toward third and then comes to the plate. And it's 2-0. There was an interesting conundrum yesterday that it was either yesterday or Saturday that happened in Major League Baseball. There was a Major League Baseball player tried a pickoff move to third and was ruled a balk because they said that the third baseman was not holding the runner like a first baseman was. But the question was that how close does he have to be for that to happen? Here's a 2-hopper out to Hatfield. He'll scoop and throw, and that'll end the inning. Russell gets a runner on, but they leave him at third. We've played 1-0 Greenup. Back after this on Kool TV.
Here at Kentucky Christian University, we believe that nursing saves lives. Nursing is more than a career, it's a calling. KCU has a reputation for producing exemplary graduates who excel both clinically and professionally. With options for both in-person and online studies, KCU is ready to help you begin the career of your dreams today. Find out more at kcu.edu.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Great look at our United Rentals Tower Cam. For all your rental needs, give them a call, 304-429-1260. They can get you hooked up with everything that you need. So we go to the top of the second inning here in Ramland in the opening round of the 63rd District Tournament. Greenup County leads at 1-0 as we go to Underwood, Alexander, and then back to the top of the order of Sawyer Hatfield. So Greenup was able to muster a run. Russell leaves a runner at third base. As Mokus got on, but they could not move him over. We'll do a live look in, try to in this inning of some softball action. Last I saw, I think it was 6-0 Raceland. Winner of that game will play against Greenup County on Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. We'll have all that action right here for you on Kool TV. So 8 down in the top, due up this inning for the Musketeers, as the first baseman Cam Underwood will get things going for us. That sun continues to drift down. It's about to hop in behind a cloud, and we'll get just a little bit of a break and relief from that sun beating down on us. Underwood, a 174 hitter, 2 hits, a run driven in. Underwood, a freshman. First pitch outside corner, called strike. Nice location there by Mokas. After he got through those first couple of batters, he really settled in and threw well and just gave up a seeing eye single up the middle. And that was what allowed the first run of the ball game to come to the plate. Just misses wide, 2-1. This one's down the first base line. McGuire giving it a look. That one's going to get out of play. Count goes to 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. One away here in the inning. Third strikeout of the ball game for Kyle Mokas. And now Colin Alexander comes in. Alexander, a junior, batting 161 on the season. 15 hits, 14 driven in, 12 walks, 5 doubles. Another lefty. They've got a ton of lefties that comes through. We'll go back to the top of the order, and Hatfield in the next at-bat. Shows bunt, looks at a called strike, 0-2. Outfield shaded a little bit to the left for a push more than a pull. Back-to-back strikeouts. 2 down here in the second. So go back to the top of the order and Sawyer Hatfield. He laced one to center his first time through. Came around to score the first run of the ball game. Hatfield 1 for 4 in the loss. Went 2 for 5 with a double in the win. He chops this one out in front of the plate. Witt goes bare hand and fires across, and the first baseman can't mitt it. So he's going to reach on the error on the swinging bunt. So Hatfield on for the second time in the ball game as the inning will continue. And Ty Logan comes through. Logan dropped a bleeder down the line and left just past the third baseman. And then the runners were able to move first to third and first to second because of the positioning of the ball and how it kind of caromed away from the fielder trying to make the play. There goes the runner. Pitch is down and in. Hatfield will take second base without a throw. So another runner in scoring position. Ocassette from the belt. Fouled straight back into the netting for a foul ball, 1-1. 1-0 Greenup here in the second. The 1-1. Lifted skyward to right. Criswell dropping back, has a speed on it. He'll haul it in, and that will end the inning. Greenup County leaves a runner aboard. They lead at 1-0 as we head to the bottom of inning number 2 after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Bottom of inning number 2, Greenup leading Russell 1-0 in the opening round of the 63rd District Tournament. Tolliver, Wada, and Anchetta. 3 to come to the plate for the Musketeers, or excuse me, for the Red Devils. Let's peek in at softball real quickly while we've got a moment. As currently 6-0. Raceland leading Russell in that ball game as they're headed to the bottom of inning number 3. Great look there at our tower cam. So Jacob Tolliver will start us off. Tolliver, a .333 hitter, 18 hits, 9 driven in, 5 doubles, 4 walks on the season. Roy sends that one high for a ball, 1-0. This one's well struck into the gap in left center, and that one's going to find its way down. Lamarck will haul it in and hold him to a very long single, but a good start for the Red Devils here in the second. Lamarck nearly overplayed that ball with the hop as he had to stretch to get to it. So Russell with a leadoff man aboard as their first hit of the contest. And now Dawson Wada comes in. Wada batting .320 on the season. 8 hits, 5 driven in. Shows bunt, offers at that one, and quick throw behind the runner there as Boggs' throw gets a little bit wide. Roy pitched off of this mound in the game against Raceland back on April the 30th. He only made it 2 2/3 innings, gave up 5 hits, 7 runs, 6 of those earned. He walked 5 and struck out 3. So he has experience off of this bump. Let's see the second time through if it makes a big difference. Here's Wada with a bunt out in front of the mound. Roy will field and throw. Sacrifice is complete. And there's one away in the inning. So now Keone Anchetta steps in. As Tolliver moves to second base, Anchetta on the season, a .279 hitter, 12 hits, 6 driven in, 5 walks, 2 doubles. Breaky ball stays up. And this right here is a great talk about the use of the United Rentals Skycam, or the Tower Cam. Before, we would not be able to get this angle. Now we're up, and you can see over top of it. We've got a great thing there of Davy. The 1-0. Fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike. And listen, there's nothing wrong with Davy Anderson on the camera. I miss Davy so much. I'm so happy to see him back out there. But I don't want Davy boxing up my home plate view. I need to see everything. So greatly appreciative of United Rentals for jumping in and getting us the tower cam here this evening. 1-1, just wide. 2 balls and a strike. Thought we had a bombing mission going over top of us or something. It sounded like a plane was going to try to land on top of us. See Ty Logan in there behind him as Tolliver leaks away from the bag out at second base. And Channa awaits. Royce 2-1. Gets him to expand as he goes up and comes up empty. It's 2-2. And Channa did not play in either of the 2 games when they played in the regular season. 2-2 up and in. Count runs full. Three balls, 2 strikes, and out here in the second. Tolliver out at second base after the leadoff single. Payoff pitch, chopped towards short. Hatfield bobbles, he'll throw and sling it wide, and everybody will be safe. So the first error of the ball game. As Hatfield tried to gather to make a quick throw. So now first and third, and in comes Gunnar Hignite. One and 0. Great opportunity here for the Red Devils to scratch one across. That would even the ball game at 1. And before he throws another pitch, Steve Logan's making a beeline to the mound. Let's go to softball and check in over there. Raceland leads at 6-0. Excuse me, now 7-0. Their game's in the bottom of the third inning. So the winner of this game will play Greenup County on Wednesday night. That game will play at 6 o'clock. We'll have that game for you right here on Kool TV. So back to baseball we come. 1-0 our score here in the second. At the corners with 1 out. And Gunnar Hignite trying to find a way to play to run. And Chetta leaks away from first. Roy from the belt. And it's 2-0. Sun has finally disappeared. It got behind that little bit of cloud cover that's looming down the way of 23, and the haze is kind of covering it up the rest of the way down for the remainder of the evening. The 2-0. Top of the zone, a called strike, 2-1. Tim Rice gives a head nod toward his batter at the plate, says, let's go. You can see him over there on the third base dugout. 2 on, 1 out for the Red Devils, trailing 1-0 here in the second. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch there by Roy as he worked the fastball down and in. 2-2. Now the question is, do you start the runners? Do you start the runner at first base and try to put a guy in motion to, if a ball does get put in play, easily to the third or maybe even score him? Runner does not go. The ball spiked in the turf. Coming to the plate is going to be Tolliver, and we're even at 1. So Tolliver scores on the wild pitch. And now a 3-ball and 2-strike count to Gunnar Hignite and a runner in scoring position of Anchetta. Roy studying the signs from Boggs. A look towards second, the payoff pitch to Hignite. And he goes upstairs and comes up empty. 2 down in the inning. Good at bat there by Hignite, but Roy wins that battle. And it brings in the center fielder of Grayson Kaiser. Kaiser, a .308 hitter, 24 hits, 16 driven in, 12 walks, 3 doubles on the season. Back to the top of the order of Kyle Mokas, who stands in the on-deck circle, but there are 2 away. That's a nice pitch at the knees. 0-1. Greenup got their run in the first. Russell answers with a run here in the second. Russell left a runner at third, back in the home first, as Roy was able to wiggle out of a jam. Roy and Boggs not on the same page. 0-1 downstairs. Nice job there by Boggs to handle that one in the turf to keep the runner at second base as the count evens at 1-1. Boggs gives him the sign. Roy doesn't like it. He wants another. Now he has the one he likes. 1-1 breaking ball in there, called strike. 1-2. Anchetta leaks away from the bag out at second. Roy trying to stop the damage at 1. The patient await at the plate for the 1-2. And it's a hard ball hit through the hole on the left side. That's a base hit. Here comes Robinson's throw toward the plate. It's not going to be in time, as sliding in safely is going to be Anchetta. It's going to be an RBI single for Grayson Kaiser, and Russell takes a 2-1 lead. It was a great effort by both Alexander and Hatfield, as Hatfield actually knocked the ball down, but in the process, the ball kicked off of him and squirted through, and that allowed Anchetta to score from second base. So a production run off the bottom of the order, and now Kyle Mokas. Mokas walked his first time through, got stranded at third base. He's got a 2-0 or 2-1 lead now and a chance to help his own cause. Winner gets Raceland tomorrow night at 6 in the championship. Both teams that move into the championship tomorrow night will move into the regional round. Dates to be determined. Regional meeting will be on Thursday. That tournament games will play at Boyd County. We'll have all the games right here on Kool TV. Nice pitch at the knees, 0-1. Hankins awaits if Mokas should reach. So a 2-out RBI single from Grayson Kaiser. Puts Russell ahead here in the home second. Roy gave 3 nods of no and then finally a yes. It's a hard hit ball out to Hatfield. He'll do the sprint towards second base, and that'll end the inning. But the Red Devils play 2, and they take a 2-1 lead through 2. Back for more after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Top of the third inning, 2-1 Russell. As do with this inning, Robinson, Roy, and Boggs. 3, 4, and 5 for the Musketeers. Russell gets 2 hits and takes advantage of a Musketeers error to push the go-ahead run across. Got a 2-out RBI single from Grayson Kaiser from the bottom of the order. And now Mokas will work with a 1-run lead. Again, tomorrow night. Again, rain we can play on here. Thunderstorms you can't. That's the nice part about turf is you don't have to worry about it. You just have to be able to try to get everything in. But we'll see how the weather plays out tomorrow. It's only going to get worse into Wednesday. Wednesday, there's more chance of some heavier thunderstorms, and wind is going to be the big issue on Wednesday with those thunderstorms. They're saying winds 35 to 40-mile-an-hour gusts. But hopefully tomorrow we can find a way to work them in and be able to play clean ball and deem a champion in the 63rd. The last time Raceland played host in the round of the districts, they got knocked off in the championship game by Greenup County. This one straight back on the net for a foul ball, 0-1. They went on to win the region that way by the year. Or win the region that year, by the way. Nice pitch. That one just disappeared. 0-2. Robinson 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Focus. A long study of the sign. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Second strikeout of Robinson, his 5th of the ball game. There's one away here in the 3rd. And now Gavin Roy comes in. Roy was hit by a pitch. His first time through. 322 hitter, 28 hits, 29 driven in. That one misses down and away. Roy went 2 for 3 with a RBI double in the first game. That was in the loss. 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and 3 RBIs in the 10-2 victory. As the count evens up at 1-1. Beautiful night for baseball here this evening. Sun is gone. The lights are on at the park. We got 2 teams squaring off here in a very competitive ball game. It's Kyle Mokas, after a little bit of a shaky start in those first couple of hitters, has really settled in nicely. He's quickly ahead, 1-2. Fouled away. I just wanted to look at the tower cam. It just looks so cool over there. Here's a chopper out to second. Ignite will take the bounce and the throw. 2 down. And now Luke Boggs comes in. Boggs 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Boggs went 1 for 2 in the loss. Came back and went 2 for 4 with 2 doubles and 3 runs driven in the 10-2 win. Slaps this one out to Hankins on a backhand and a field and a throw. And it's a clean inning for Mokas here in the third. Greenup County goes in order. They lead it. Russell leads it 2-1. Back after this on Kool TV.
I am Shane Wallingford. I'm President and CEO of JSB Industrial Solutions. JSB Industrial Solutions is a manufacturer of many products. We took a shotgun approach to our business. We take each project individually and break it down into the smallest bits, communicate effectively, and move forward. Our vision is basically to make your problem our successful business.
Since 1932, we've been a proud part of Kentucky, dedicated to serving our members with integrity, respect, and a commitment to excellence. We believe that by working together, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for retirement, or starting your own business, we're here to help you every step of the way. So stop wishing and start doing. And let's build a financially successful future together. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
2-1 as we go to the bottom of the third. Russell in front of Greenup here in the opening round of the 63rd District Tournament. 2, 3, and 4 to this inning. Oh, I did it again. Daggone, I'm fired. I'll fire myself. I forgot to change McGuire. He doesn't get to hit twice. Sorry, Jared Witt gets to go. I'll update it. I have not done that all year, and I've done it twice tonight. There we go. It happens. A run, 3 hits, an error for Greenup County. 2 runs, 2 hits, an error for Russell. So a 2-1 lead and a good part of the order for the Red Devils as Elijah Hankins comes in. Hankins did not get to play in the first game when these two teams met down in Greenup. That was a game Russell won 5-2. First pitch breaking ball in there for a called strike. He played in the second game, went 1 for 4 with an RBI. Fastball misses wide, 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the leadoff man, Hankins. The 2-1. Slapped over towards short. Hatfield's going to backhand it, a running throw. It's not in time. It'll be an infield single. Heck of a play there by Hatfield as he went deep in the hole. But Hankins with good speed gets down the line, and infield single has the leadoff man aboard for the Red Devils. And now Hayden McGuire 0 for 1 steps in. He grounded out to second base. McGuire 2 for 4 in the 5-2 victory. Went 0 for 3 with an RBI in the loss. He fans at that when it comes up empty. Good look there at the runner leaking away first base of Hankins with good speed. Breaking ball grabs the upper half of the zone for a cold strike. It's 0-2. Hankins trying to time it up. And it's a rocket out towards second base, and it caroms off the glove of Logan. Hankins is going to make the turn. He's coming to third base. He's going to slide in safely. And Russell in business here in the home third inning. That ball was absolutely stung as Logan tried to backhand it, and when he couldn't, it caromed away from him and went all the way out into the outfield. That is a hit all day long. There is no way that's an error. He tried to backhand that thing. So back-to-back hits. And now Jared Witt comes in, who's 0 for 1. He grounded out to short. So a 2-1 Russell lead, looking for more here with 2 on in scoring position and nobody out. And the infield comes in for the Musketeers. This is where you just try to get a ball over top of the glove of one of those infielders. McGuire with a healthy lead out at second base. Breaking ball upstairs. Count evens at 1-1. Witt 0 for 3 in the 5-2 victory. Went 1 for 1 with a double in the loss. Roy's 1-1. Spikes this one in the turf. Nice job there by Boggs. Goes to 2 balls and a strike. That could be, I swear I smell cigar. Somebody has got a cigar fired up here at the ballpark. Russell leads it 2-1, trying to blow it wide open here in the home third with 2 on in scoring position and nobody out in the infield drawn in for the Musketeers. Witt awaits the 2-1. Misses low ball 3 balls and a strike. Russell has scored in softball. It's now 8-1 Raceland. They're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Winner of that game plays Lewis County on Wednesday, or excuse me, Greenup County on Wednesday. The 3-1. Upstairs, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. And Jacob Tolliver comes in. Tolliver smoked one into the gap out in left center. As we get a courtesy runner over at first base as McDaniels running for the catcher. And now we'll see what the infield, if they're going to stay in and or settle back and try to play a double play ball and trade a run for an out. They're going to stay in now. So, again, Tolliver, just find a ball over top of an infielder and you've got 2 runs out of it. Outfield straight away, normal depth. That's a pitch right down Broadway for a cold strike, 0-1. Big opportunity here for the Red Devils. Can the Musketeers find a way to wiggle out of this jam with the bases loaded and nobody out here in the third? Royce settles through the pitch selection with his battery mate Boggs and has the one he likes. He goes upstairs and Tolliver comes up empty. Tolliver went 3 for 3 with 2 doubles in the win. Went 0 for 2 in the loss. A huge out right here If Roy could get him out with a strikeout to find a way to move that middle infield back for a double play ball. 0-2 pitch. Goes upstairs and gets him. That's a huge out there by Gavin Roy. His second strikeout of the ball game, and now Dawson Wada comes in. Infield is going to stay drawn in. Roy trying to wiggle out of a huge jam here in the third, and now Wada will step out. Wada did not appear as a batter in either of the two games. He's ahead 1-0. Outside corner called strike. Ashland defeats Fairview tonight 6-0 in the 64th district tournament. The 1-1. Out to right. That may allow the runner to score. It's going to dump in front of Johnson and brings the runner to the plate, and it's 3-1. Johnson looked like he had a beat on it and then checked up late. And Dawson Wada delivers an RBI single, and it's 3-1 Russell. So he's got a sacrifice bunt already in his back pocket, and now an RBI single. Now Keona Acheta, who reached on an error, steps in. McGuire third, McDaniels at second, running for Jared Witt. And now Wada over at first as the infield continues to stay drawn in as Russell extends the lead 3-1. The slider down and away for a ball, 1-0. Ashland will play Boyd County tomorrow night in the 64th District Championship game. The 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. The 62nd District tournament started tonight. And I believe they were going to play tonight and tomorrow. Morgan County and West Carter have not seen a score on that game yet as we get a visit to the mound from Steve Logan. Let's jump over and check in on softball while we have the opportunity. Raceland leading Russell 10-1 now. That game in the 4th inning. Look there, Scott Atkins talking with the home plate umpire Justin Royster. That's a shot from our sky cam that's looming over top of the ballpark over there. So 3-1, Russell with 1 across, still only 1 out. And now Keona Anchetta, who's ahead 2-0, will come to the plate. You got to think if Roy gets touched up here, this may be his final at-bat that he goes against. 3-0. The ball's on the pitch. Top of the zone, a called strike, 3-1. Upstairs, ball 4, 4-1 Russell. So a bases loaded walk as Anchetta will pick up the RBI. So McDaniels goes to third, Watt at second, Anchetta at first. And now Gunnar Hignite, who's 0 for 1, a strikeout victim, his first time through. Hignite, a sophomore. One swing of the bat here could blow this one wide open. And just find a way to squirt one over top of a second baseman or the shortstop as Roy's struggling to find the zone now. 25 pitches on this next one into this inning. He's thrown 63 total in the ballgame already. And this is almost the same spot when he ran into some trouble that got him out of the ball game when he pitched here against Raceland back in that second district meeting between the two. Trying to bear through it and keep this within reach. The 1-1. Upstairs, 2-1. Greenup scored first in the first. Russell left a runner at third. It was 1-0 through 1. Russell's played at 2 in the second, 2 more here in the third, and they lead at 4-1. Nice pitch inside at the knees, 2-2. Grayson Kaiser had an RBI single his last time through, and the on-deck circle would go next if the inning continues. Bases juiced with only one out. Roy could use a strikeout in the worst way here. The 2-2. Downstairs off the turf. It kicks away from the catcher. Sliding in safely is McDaniels. It's 5-1. So all runners will advance 90 feet. And the count goes to full. So 3 runs across here, the home third. Now Roy got to try to find a pitch here as the infield stays drawn in. The deep breath and the payoff pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. So Hignite's on board with the walk. Here comes Steve Logan, and that should be the night, I would imagine, for Gavin Roy. He has him flip the baseball, and that's it for Mr. Roy. We'll take a break. Pitching change when we return after this on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return,
refresh,
refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Call to the bullpen for the Musketeers as Brody Howard will come on, making his 8th appearance on the season with a 1-0 record, a .84 ERA. He's worked 8 1/3 innings, 8 hits, 5 strikeouts, 10 walks. He's given up 6 runs. Only one of those have been earned this season. So the bases remain juiced with only 1 out. All 3 runners aboard belong to Gavin Roy, who hands it off after 2 1/3 innings of work. And at least 5 across, and the Red Devils looking for more. Russell has not faced Logan this season, or excuse me, Howard this season, as he did not pitch in either of the 2 regular season matchups. Grayson Kaiser will get his first cracks at him. Had an RBI single his first time through. And an opportunity to tack on some more. So the infield, well, they settled back, and now let's see what they're going to do as Boggs goes out to have a word with his battery mate. I'm trying to see if the middle infield is going to settle back or if they're going to stay up. They're about split in the difference, so not really truly double play depth, but a well-struck ball, and they would have a chance of maybe trying to roll it. First pitch dives in there for a called strike, 0-1. Reds lead the Pirates 4-1 up in Pittsburgh. Bottom of the 8th inning for the Reds. Cubs in front of the Marlins 7-6. Boston leading the Mets 3-1 at bottom of the 7th. Astros in front of the Rays 4-3. Mariners lead the White Sox 1-0. Brewers in front of the Orioles 4-1. Cardinals lead the Tigers 2-0. Twins in front of the Guardians 2-1, but that game is delayed up in Minnesota. Rockies out in front of the Phillies 1-0. And in 3 games still later to go tonight, Royals at the Giants, Angels at the Athletics, and the D-backs at the Dodgers. 2 balls and a strike. Russell looking for a big inning now. 3 already across. And the base is juiced with only 1 out. Outfield playing very shallow right now. As Gage Lamarck would have to put it in overdrive of a ball hit deep in the air out in center field. 2-2. Raceland with no trouble tonight with Lewis County, 16-1 in 4 innings. Raceland softball looking like they're about ready to cruise on past Russell as it's 15-1. That game in the 4th. And the game-clinching run at third base. A swing and a miss. So a big strikeout there by Howard. And Kyle Mokas goes to the plate with the bases juiced and a 5-1 lead. Hoping to stoke onto his cause and build that lead even bigger. So the infield now settles back with 2 down in the inning. And now can Mokas come through in a big way. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Hit a hard hit ball out to Hatfield at second base that ended the inning his last time through. Howard set from the chest. And a laser out to left. Robinson settles under it, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. Russell puts 3 across. They take a 5-1 lead as we go to the 4th when we return after this on Kool TV.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every epic stuffed crust with a whole lot of flavor. And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuff in our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb, ricotta, and mozzarella. Because no one stuffs a crust like Papa John's.
Good look at the United Rentals Tower Cam out there in right center field. Give them a call, 304-429-1260 for all your rental needs. Greatly appreciate them jumping on with us here in this tournament to provide us that availability to bring that camera up a little higher than we typically do. But man, what a beautiful night for baseball here this evening. Bob Ross could not paint a picture this beautiful. I mean, you look right there in your screen, you've got the little pink sky in there, the lights I mean, this is baseball at its beauty. It's just, you could not hardly do it any better than this. So top of the fourth inning we go. Due up this inning for the Musketeers, Lamarck, Howard, and Underwood. So the book is closed on Roy. He goes 2 1/3. 5 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned. Strikes out 2, walks 4. So Lamarck, 1 for 1. Singled through the middle his first time through. Looks at a called strike. That one's upstairs, 1-1. I think softball just went final. As Raceland was, it looks like it's 16-1 the final over Russell. Breaking ball just wide. How crazy would that be if both the baseball and softball team won on the same night with the same exact score in the same inning? 16-1 in the fourth. That's right down Broadway. 2-2. 2-2 breaker upstairs. Thank you, Shannon. Some beautiful junior mints in the press box now. Didn't want to get them early. They were going to melt. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Mocha's fans his 6th of the ball game. One away here in the fourth. I tried to get a Kit Kat earlier, and it didn't survive. I tried to keep it out of the sun. It didn't make it. So now Brody Howard steps in. First pitch is away for a ball. Grounded out to second his first time through. Again, championship game tomorrow night scheduled for a 6 o'clock first pitch. We'll be with you beginning at 5:50. Can't hold up on that one as count evens at 1-1. Softball's championship game will play on Wednesday night. And then the regional tournaments begin up next week. Baseball at Boyd County, softball over at Rowan County. We'll have all those games for you right here on Kool TV. If it's your first time with us on the channel, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. Hit that bell each time we put out new material. We'll alert you directly to your mobile device. This one's flared foul over on the right side, 2-2. Went out Thursday to go see Boyd County's field and just do a site survey, and it absolutely is beautiful. Green, grass, plush all over. I talked with their head coach, and I said, my goodness, I said, you all had plenty of water. I said, it looks like it's done its job. And he said, man, well, you cannot believe how much water we had. He said, it just kept coming. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 7. Back-to-back Ks here in this fourth inning. And there's 2 down. Frank Conley has done a phenomenal job with his crew out there this I think a lot of people would believe it's probably a two-horse race in the 16th between Raceland and Boyd County. It's not often that you get a chance to play host to a regional tournament and be one of the favorites going into that. That's kind of where Boyd County will be when they get to that point next week. Cam Underwood 0 for 1. Count evens at 1-1. Underwood a strikeout victim. Oakers has 7 in the ball game. He leads at 5-1 here in the 4th. Slow roller out to Hankins at short. He'll show off the arm speed. Stretchville by the first baseman, McGuire, as he keeps a toe on the bag and ends the inning. Greenup goes in order. It's 5-1 Russells. We go to the bottom of the 4th after this on Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella.
Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Well, my wife is firmly on the ground. She was in the Sky Cam this evening for softball. It is a final in softball. Raceland defeats Russell 16-1 in 4 innings. I don't know that has ever happened, or if it has, it's been who knows when. But when is a team won in the same round, in the same inning, by the same score? It's an anomaly. But either way, so it's Greenup and Raceland in the 63rd District Softball Finals Wednesday night, 6 o'clock, 5:50 first pitch, right here on Kool TV. So this inning for the Red Devils, who lead at 5-1 in the bottom of the 4th, Elijah Hankins will start us off. He's 1 for 2. What a play he made there to end the top of the 4th inning. Hit a ball in the hole over in the 6th hole that Hatfield got to but could not make the play, as that one goes up over top of his head and for a ball 1-0. Hankins, McGuire, and Witt to 3 that'll go 2, 3, and 4 for the Red Devils, who have a 4-run lead here in the 4th. That's low, 2-0. Top of the zone, a called strike. 2 balls and a strike. Hankins settles back in on that right-handed side. 2-1 to the Russell shortstop. Breaking ball that doesn't turn over, and it's 3-1. Towering fly ball to center. Lamarck has it up and makes the catch. What away? You okay, man? Lane Hughes up here dancing around like he's an old man. Hayden McGuire 1 for 2 comes in. Foul tips that one into the mid. Now we got the right fielder is Johnson going back in. So they've moved Roy to first base is what they've done. They brought Underwood out and put Johnson back in right. One ball, one strike. Howard kicks and deals. Slap to the third baseman. Alexander bobbles it, picks it up. A strong throw and a nice stretch there by Roy down in the inning. So we take a look at that on the Ison's Cards and Collectibles instant replay. Nice job there by Alexander after bobbling it. Picked it up and a strong throw across. He had him beat easily. So base is empty, 2 down. Jared Witt comes in 0 for 1. Ground out and a walk. This one's fouled away. Tolliver in the on-deck circle would go next if the inning continues. Howard trying to work a clean fourth. Keep this ball game at a 4-run deficit. And now he wants time. Howard into his motion, the 0-1. Another foul ball to the right side. It's quickly 0-2. The 0-2. Nice pitch down in the turf. Boggs smothers that one nicely. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So both softball games tonight, run rules. Our first baseball game tonight was a run rule, and this one a very competitive ball game. Little excuse me swing on a tapper up the first base line. Roy's going to field it and step on the bag, and Russell goes quietly here in the 4th. We've played 4, Russell 5, Greenup 1. We're back after this on Kool TV.
Here at Kentucky Christian University, we believe that nursing saves lives. Nursing is more than a career, it's a calling. KCU has a reputation for producing exemplary graduates who excel both clinically and professionally. With options for both in-person and online studies, KCU is ready to help you begin the career of your dreams today. Find out more at kcu.edu.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
We head to the top of the 5th inning, 5-1 Russell. Alexander and the top do up this inning. Hatfield and Logan to come back through. A run, 3 hits, an error for Greenup County. 5 runs, 5 hits, an error for Russell. Both teams went in order in the 4th frame after both getting into the big parts of their order. Mr. Witt making that last out, had to get dressed and get behind the dish, so. And I believe they may be the only team around this area that's using the PitchCom system with the earpiece. I have not seen anybody else this year using it. But on his back, strapped to his chest protector straps, you can see it easily in the dark now. You've got a green and a red light that's showing up. But he's got the earpiece that comes up that connects to it. You kind of see it there from the side. But it is the PitchCom system to where they can, it's a one-way communication system. That's the ruling that it has to be. It cannot be a two-way communication. That one's fouled away. I like it. I think it's a good thing, especially in today's world where everybody's worried about somebody stealing signs or stealing this or whatever. But, I mean, it's efficient. It seems like it gets things going. And, again, you've kind of gone to the next step after you've gone away from the wristbands, if you will. There's still several teams that use the wristbands. There's still teams that use signals, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. It's pick your pleasure. But I am all for anything that makes the game more efficient. I'm not talking about just speed, just the efficiency of the game playing to where it has a flow. There's nothing worse in a game than it just having no flow. And anybody that's been around the game of baseball knows what I'm talking about, is you get a game that can get sideways in a hurry and just have no momentum to it whatsoever. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8 for Kyle Mokas. One down here in the 5th. So go back to the top of the order now and Sawyer Hatfield. He singled and scored in the first. That was the only run for the Musketeers they've mustered so far. He reached on an error his second time through. After, like I said, after Mokas got through that first inning, he has settled in nicely. Here's the 0-2. Downstairs for a ball 1-2. Mokas' numbers, he threw 19 pitches in the first inning. He threw 12 in the second, 9 in the third, 15 in the fourth, 8 in the fifth. This one's fouled away. That's his 9th of the inning. As the count holds at 1-2. Lifted skyward, first base side. McGuire is going to run out of real estate as he'll get out of play. Here's a slow roller up the middle. Hankins going to have to hustle. It's going to be in time. It's going to be an infield single by Hatfield. It was a tough play either way, and the only play they had was Hankins getting there. He let it fly, but Hatfield was flying up the line as he's going to pick up his second hit of the ball game. So now Ty Logan 1 for 2. Blooped one down the line and left and flew out to right. He cue balls this one over toward the Russell dugout. Good look there as Hatfield leaks away from the bag. He has great speed over at first base as he just showed it off on that last play. He was leaning, and they snap over and keep a close eye on him. Hatfield 19 of 21 in stolen base attempts. There he goes. It's a hard hit ball out to second. It's a diving play that's not going to be made. Here comes the throw to third base. It's not in time as getting in safely is going to be Hatfield. And Greenup County's in business here in the 5th. Perfectly executed hit and run, and Ty Logan comes through. Hignite made a diving effort but could not come up with it. Logan moves up on the throw. So Ty Logan 2 for 3 in the contest. And all of a sudden, Greenup County has some life after Mocus was just mowing them down left and right. So now Kyler Robinson, who's 0 for 2. He's going to go up and have a word. He's wearing 21 tonight. I will fix that real quick. So Robinson in the contest, 2 strikeouts. 341 hitter, 15 hits, 7 driven in. 5-1 here in the 5th, but 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out as Mocus goes back to work. He'll work from the windup with the runner at third. This one's chopped foul on the first base side, 0-1. How big would this be if Mocus could wiggle out of this one and give up nothing? And he's quickly ahead, 0-2. The 0-2. Fouled away. Robinson's had three pitches and 3 foul balls. I think this is a pitch you got to come down and in on the hands. The 0-2. Trying to work away. 1-2. I feel like you're trying to work him away. That goes into what he's trying to do. He's clearly trying to hit it the other way. The 1-2. Rolls it over to second base. It's going to get home a run. Hignite will field and throw. And it's a productive out for Kyler Robinson, who makes it 5-2. But a nice play there by Hignite to get the out. And now Gavin Roy, who's 0 for 1. He's hit by a pitch his first at-bat, and he grounded out his last at-bat to second base. 2 down in the 5th. Logan moves over to third. Steve Logan is arguing the positioning that Mocus is on the bump. Swing and a miss, had him out in front of that one. 1-1. 2 down in the inning. Luke Boggs in the on-deck circle would go next. Over to Hignite at second. He'll field, gather, and throw, and that will end the inning. But the Musketeers get one back. Time to stretch at the ballpark. 5-2 our score. Back after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
You don't give me a warning. I was in a junior mint there. Sorry if I was chomping in your ears as we came back out of break. I didn't hear you. Bottom of the 5th inning, 5-2, Russell in front. Greenup County plates a run in the 5th. They leave a key runner at third base, as it'll be Tolliver, Wada, and Anchetta The 3 to come to the plate here in the home 5th inning. Both teams with 5 hits, both teams with an error. But Russell has been more productive in their swings at the plate as they put across 5 runs, 2 in the second, 3 in the third. Greenup County bookending with a run in the first and the 5th, 3 scoreless innings in between. So 5, 6, and 7 this inning. Jacob Tolliver will start things off. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout. He bleeds this one out towards shallow right field. Logan can't run it down, and it'll fall in for a base hit. Heck of an effort there by Logan just to try to run that one down. It was a ball off of a right-handed bat that obviously is running away from you, and that's a tough play to make no matter what. So the 6th hit of the ballgame has the leadoff runner aboard for the Red Devils, and now Dawson Wada, who's 1 for 1. A sacrifice and a single to right field. That plated a run his last time in. He gets a beautiful one down the line at first base. That ball is going to drift foul, though. That was going to be an infield single because they were not going to have a play on that one. And a heads-up play there by Howard as he lets that one roll past. He got a good read off of the turf and said, I'm going to take my chances here and let that baby go foul, and it did. Tolliver settles back over at first base as Wada, who has already delivered 1 sacrifice bunt. Let's see if they leave it on here. Howard comes set at the chest. The 0-1. And it's a foul ball. That time he tried to get out too far in front of it. So now if you're Tim Rice, do you trust your guy enough to leave it on? No balls and 2 strikes. Leadoff man aboard of Tolliver over at first. 0-2, chopped out to short. This could be 2. Hatfield gets the flip. They'll try to go to first. They don't get it. It kicks away. Wada made the turn and then will scamper back to first base. So they will get the out at second for the lead out retired. Just 1 away in the inning. So reaching on the fielder's choice is Wada. And now Keone Anchetta will step in 0 for 1. A walk, an RBI, and a reach on an error. He's got a lot of stuff in his stats line tonight to be 0 for 1. He is trying to push that ball to the right side. And he does so as that one skirts through behind the runner and into right field, a base hit. Wada will slam on the brakes out at second base. And just like Greenup had in the 5th, Russell has something cooking now in their half of this inning with 2 on and 1 out. Wada had to slam on the brakes to let that ball squirt through. So we're going to get a pinch runner for Wada. That's Jacobs running out at second. And again, the difference between a pinch runner and a courtesy runner, a pinch runner enters the ballgame. If they exit the ballgame, they're done. They cannot re-enter the contest. A courtesy runner can run for the catcher and pitcher only, and they are assigned to that player. So if they run for one, they can only run for they can't run for the other one. So 2 on, 1 out. In comes Gunnar Hignite, who's 0 for 1. That pitch runs down and in for a ball, 1-0. Hignite a strikeout swinging his first time through it. He walked his last time up. If you're just joining us on the stream, welcome in. Glad to have you with us here tonight on what is a very good ball game. Greenup County took an early 1-0 lead. Russell took the lead in the second with a 2-run inning. They added 3 more in the third. Greenup gets 1 back in the 5th, making it 5-2, and that's where we stand right now with Russell threatening to add back to the lead here in the home 5th inning. Winner plays Raceland tomorrow night at 6. The 2-0. A late call there by our home plate umpire, Jeff Atkins. It's a strike. It's 2-1. Absolutely beautiful evening for baseball. The 2-1. This one's laced down the line, and that one is a fair ball. And it's going to pick past the left fielder. One run's going to score. Here comes Anchetta from third. Here comes the throw. Are they going to get him at the plate? The throw comes in, and they got him. What a relay from the corner. Take a look at this on your Ison's Cards and Collectibles instant replay. Robinson fired it in. Alexander throws a strike to Boggs, and they cut the runner down at the plate for the second out of the inning, but they will get one run across and make it 6-2. So Anchetta erased. It'll go 7-5-2 on the putout, and Hignite out at second base with the RBI double. So now Grayson Kaiser, 1 for 2, steps in. Singled through the hole and to left his first time through, struck out swinging last time up. So Russell answers the Greenup County run in this top of this inning. And quickly, Kaiser down 0-2. The leadoff man of Mocha stands in the on-deck circle, would go next. 6-2 Russell here in the 5th. 3 hits for the Red Devils in this frame, who came in with 5 through the first 4 innings. The 0-2. Trying to work away, but just misses. That's a really good pitch there by Brody Howard. 1-2. Love the location on it. That's a tough pitch for Kaiser to lay off, too, as he climbs up on that plate. Man, he is on top of the plate on that inner half. If you could throw a change up here and locate it, you could lock him up in a heartbeat. Boggs goes through his signals. Saws him off on a slow roller. Alexander picks and throws, and they got him. They're going to say he is out. The ball comes free on the exchange. Take a look at it on the Ison's Cards and Collectibles instant replay. So now Tim Rice is out pleading his case. So the question is, they're saying that he dropped the ball. Give me another replay. I want to see the replay again. Here's the situation. If the ball comes free, then he is ruled safe. I don't think he ever had the ball. Either way, Russell's going to play through it. We're through 5. It's 6-2 when we return after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Well, a key play to put in your scorebook and put an asterisk beside it, that game there in the top of the 5th. That ends the inning. So we go to the top of the 6th, 6-2. And looks like we may see some lineup changes coming through for Greenup County in this half of the inning. Due up this inning is Boggs, Lamarck, and Howard. Beautiful evening here at Raceland in this opening round of the 63rd District Tournament. We're going to get a pinch hitter in the position for Lamarck. So he's the second man to appear this inning. So Luke Boggs will start us off. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. He grounded out his last time through on a ball hit out to Hankins. This one's chopped over toward third base. Tolliver with a snag and a throw and gets him. If Boggs doesn't lunge toward the bag, he might have had it. But that was a solid play as we take a look at it on the Ison's Cards and Collectibles instant replay. Just got him, sure did. That was a stellar play. Nice job by my cameraman down there on the field level, Philip Rourke, catching that play as well. Two down in the inning. So now Brody Howard 0 for 2 with a strikeout. He grounded out his first time through. Okas fires that one in there and quickly pulls a strike. One and one. Just misses. 2 balls and a strike. He's tried it 3 times, and all 3 times it's been a ball. Jeff Atkins is not giving that outside corner to him. 3-1 pitch, hacked over towards short. Hankins with a run and a throw. It's a high throw. Staying on the bag and hauling it in is going to be McGuire. What a play by the Red Devils as Greenup will go in order here in the 6th. On the Ison's Cards and Collectible, we send you to break. 6-2, Red Devils in front. Back after this on Kool TV.
I am Shane Wallingford. I'm President and CEO of JSB Industrial Solutions. JSB Industrial Solutions is a manufacturer of many products. We took a shotgun approach to our business. We take each project individually and break it down into the smallest bits, communicate effectively, and move forward. Our vision is basically to make your problem our successful business.
Since 1932, we've been a proud part of Kentucky, dedicated to serving our members with integrity, respect, and a commitment to excellence. We believe that by working together, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for retirement, or starting your own business, we're here to help you every step of the way. So stop wishing and start doing. And let's build a financially successful future together. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
Bottom of the 6th, 6-2. Top of the order for the Red Devils, Mokas, Hankins, and McGuire. Well, we put an asterisk beside that play in the 5th. Was that going to make a difference? And we go into the 6th, and Mokas goes out and lets his defense play behind him. And Tolliver and Hankins both make stellar plays on some bang-bang plays at first. But defensively, they come through strong. So Russell hoping it's the final time they need the bats tonight. Coming through in the 7th, it'll be 8-9 in the top for the Musketeers, who need at least 4 at this point, hoping that they don't need more. So Kyle Mocha steps up. He's 0 for 2 tonight. A walk, grounded into a fielder's choice, and flew out to left. He smokes this one into left field. Robinson coming on and makes a running catch. That's the second time tonight he has done that. And a heck of a play there by the left fielder of Robinson. So Elijah Hankins comes in, 1 for 3. A pop out, a fly out, bookending a single to the hole on the left side. He chops this one over toward third. Alexander settles and throws. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Now Hayden McGuire comes in. McGuire 1 for 3. 2 ground outs, booking in a single to second. He just blooped one over top the second baseman out in shallow right center field. Rolls this one over to Hatfield. A backhand and a throw. It's going to be a close one, and he's got it. What a play by Sawyer Hatfield. Take a look at this on your iSense Cards and Collectibles instant replay. Brody Howard needs 3 pitches to go through the 6th. We head to the 7th. 6-2 Russell. Back after this on Kool TV. That's as good as you're going to see at that position.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every Epic Stuffed Crust with a whole lot of flavor. And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuff in our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone Epic Stuffed Crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb ricotta and mozzarella. Because no one stuffs the crust like Papa John's.
We go to the top of the 7th inning. 6-2 Greenup trails it. They need at least 4 to push this one on, or Russell's going to move on into the championship game tomorrow night at 6 against Raceland. 8-9 in the top, due up. Underwood, Alexander, and Hatfield. What a play by Sawyer Hatfield there to end the 6th. That's about as good as a play that you'll see at any level. That was, just stellar. So Cam Underwood will step in. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Grounded out his last time through to Hankins over at short. A look from the United Rentals Tower Cam as the first pitch is in there for a call and strike as Mokas tosses his 84th pitch of the night. He's been effective now. He's thrown 61 strikes, 73% of those. 0-1, down and away for a ball, 1-1. That's what you like. When you hand the ball to your senior, you say, go get it. Two balls and a strike. They're going to check him down at first base. Mr. Anderson says he does not go. Here's the 2-1. Towering ball to center field, but right at Kaiser. He made 2 steps back, made the catch. 1 away in the 7th. So Colin Alexander comes in. He's 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts in the ball game. Mokas has 8 total in the contest. He has not walked a batter. I'll just jinx that. Probably walk him on 4 straight here. There's the first one. I'm sorry, Kyle. That was not my intentions. I was just trying to point it out. The 1-0. Nice pitch there as he comes back in almost to the same location, but dialed it just in on the outside corner, 1-1. Russell trying to pick up win number 19 on the season. There's a little bleeder out toward right, or left center, excuse me, and Kaiser will run that one down. And Greenup County's down to their final out of the season. Nice catch there by Kaiser. So go back to the top of the order now, and Sawyer Hatfield. He's got 2 of the 5 hits by the Musketeers. 2 singles and Reese on an error. That one's in there for a cold strike. Just misses for a ball, 1-1. That one's in the turf, 2-1. Chopped back to Mokas. He'll run it down, flip it to first, and the Red Devils are on to the championship game tomorrow night. Final score, 6-2. Post-game when we return after this on Kool TV.
Here at Kentucky Christian University, we believe that nursing saves lives. Nursing is more than a career, it's a calling. KCU has a reputation for producing exemplary graduates who excel both clinically and professionally. With options for both in-person and online studies, KCU is ready to help you begin the career of your dreams today. Find out more at kcu.edu.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Final score in this one, Russell wins it 6-2. They're on to the championship game tomorrow night against Raceland. The game will play at 6 o'clock. You can see it right here on Kool TV. Here's how it went down. Greenup scored the first run of the ball game. They led it 1-0. Russell left a run at third base in that half of the inning. But then the Red Devils took the lead for what would be good in the second. They pushed 2 across in the second, 3 more in the third. Greenup gets a run back in the fifth. Russell answers with a run in the fifth inning as well. And that's where we would stay the rest of the way. Final score, 6-2. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll wrap it up with our final numbers and get you ready for Championship Tuesday. It's Raceland and Russell for the title tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. We'll break it down when we return after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Since 1932, we've been a proud part of Kentucky, dedicated to serving our members with integrity, respect, and a commitment to excellence. We believe that by working together, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for retirement, or starting your own business, we're here to help you every step of the way. So stop wishing and start doing. And let's build a financially successful future together. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
6-2 your final. Russell wins it. Let's go through our final numbers for this. For Greenup County, Sawyer Hatfield and Ty Logan have 2 of the 5 hits from the top of the order. Gage Lamarck with the other hit. 2 runs driven in. Kyler Robinson and Gage Lamarck. All hits were singles for the Musketeers. For Russell, Tolliver goes 2 for 3. He was the only guy with multi-hits in the contest. 8 total hits for the Red Devils. Gunnar Hignite had the lone extra base hit in the contest. Pitching numbers look like this. For Greenup County, Gavin Roy goes 2 1/3 innings. 5 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned. He struck out 2, walked 4. He'll suffer the loss. Howard goes 3 2/3 in relief. 3 hits, a run, it was earned. Struck out 1, did not walk a batter. Kyle Mokas goes the distance. 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Struck out 8, did not walk a batter. He'll pick up the victory. 94 pitches, 66 of those were strikes. Here's your final box score. For Greenup County, 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They leave 5 runners on base. For Russell, 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They leave 6 runners on base. An hour and 57 minutes to decide this one. And it was Russell playing come from behind after inning number 1. And they take it into a 6-2 victory and punch their ticket into tomorrow night's championship game against Raceland here at 6 o'clock. Hat tip to my crew tonight, Trey Collier and Philip Roard, and all the great folks here at Raceland Baseball. Greatly appreciate it, all they do, as well as both head coaches, Tim Rice and Steve Logan, for sending me lineups earlier today. Always greatly appreciative of all of our great coaches we have here in this district. That's it for us tonight. Till tomorrow night, we'll play championship baseball, weather pending, obviously. But as long as we've got the weather to do it, we will certainly be here with you with the call of the 63rd District Baseball Championship game. Both of these teams moving on to the regional tournament next week over at Boyd County. For Trey Collier, Philip Rourke, everyone at the Kool Sports Network, I'm James Collier saying so long and thanks for tuning in here on Kool TV.
Thank you for watching the 63rd District Baseball Tournament live from Rams Stadium in Raceland, Kentucky on Kool TV. This broadcast of the 63rd District Baseball Tournament has been a special sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.